the fruit of abiding in Christ. And this love was the mark of everyone who would be called people of the way. That's what Christians were called in this time period. In fact, it started as an insult. Oh, those are people of the way. How did they identify them? By their love. And John 13 is where Jesus has said that first. Remember, this is all connected, these 4 chapters. And then in John 15, after he talks about being the vine and all of that, and then this love fruit that he starts talking about, and then at John 15, 17, he puts a cap on it. He says, this is my command. Love each other. That's the command. If you work really hard at trying to figure out what it is you're supposed to do and what it is you're not supposed to do, I would just tell you it's really tough work, because then you start analyzing things and trying to be, self-holy and all this kind of stuff. And then you start looking at everybody else, because if you ever get it right, first thing you do is start judging other people, because I finally got it right on that one. There's no worse person to criticize other people who are overweight besides somebody who's lost a bunch of weight, right? There's nobody who can criticize people who are smoking than somebody who's just quit smoking, right? But we're that way. Like if we get something a hold of ourselves and we're like, oh, okay, I've got this with God, then I look out and say, well, why isn't everybody else living like me? What Jesus is doing is he's making it really, really simple. It is not complex. He says, this is my command. Love each other. Imagine what just our local church would look like if that was the command and that was our thread. That was what mattered most. Not to mention what the community would look like and what our city would look like. To love each other is the fruit of abiding in Christ. It's the mark of love. And that mark becomes the mark of Christ-like disciples. As I wrap up here, I was going over this and thinking through it, and many of you know I have a love for horticulture and things, all things, gardening and flowers and shrubs and all that stuff because of my history of that. But I want you to think about this, because it kind of dawned on me, this idea of what Jesus was using as an example. Think about the vine. What flows from the vine into the branches?